This episode we gave up on the circus again, and we also gave up on the hamlet and on the barracks. So let's work on the geologist instead, and let's play Reus. I have no idea how it's pronounced. Okay, so we have the mountain patches, which is good. We need at least 3 minerals, and we need a lot of wealth and technology. So we'll plonk down minerals like crazy. Okay. Lots of wealth and tech. That's an agate. Agate? How do you... oh well. They want an animal nest next to it. That would be this one. Or this one. Let's put advanced minerals over here. And I believe those want plants next to it. So we'll put some plants over there. That's a great stone. Which could become a great salt or a great copper. We don't need either. I was hoping we could get this placed into the desert, so we could actually place a topaz. Actually, no, topaz is this. Requires a lesser noble aspect. We don't have that. Okay, you want 65. Also, let's set up a countdown so we have 5 minutes left. So we currently have 13 minutes left. So if I do 8-minute countdowns, I should still have time to wipe out every village, including the ones that will be refounded. Also, earthquake will increase in power if you have proper ambassadors, so that's pretty cool. For now, however, we need more minerals and a lot of onyx and topaz. I believe you could get onyx from this if we go salt. So where's my water giant, ocean giant that is. Make another wealth mineral over here. Okay. That needs to have a seismic aspect. So, seismic aspect it is. I'm just going to see if that transmutes to the stones I want, but I believe it should do that. So yeah, potent crystal aspect, we'll put that in here. I also like how the things change and look different. Is it a potent crystal? It was a potent crystal aspect. So we have onyx, which gives this place all the tech it needs. We're still a bit away from the wealth we need. And we're going greedy. Hooray! Oh well, they're going to be wiped out anyway, so it's fine. I'm trying to leave a forest village standing. We won't be able to do 3 wars in those remaining 11 minutes. But we could try to have a village with 300 prosperity. Actually, can we? No, we can't. So we'll only really achieve this one achievement here. And I suppose we get the feudalism thing. So we might get something from the projects we finished, but we won't get that many from the list over here. Okay, that's an onyx. I'm not sure how you get natura actually. I wish we had something that created natura, but I'm not sure how you get that. I believe certain plants do it. Let's actually go and put a fruit plant over here. It's currently outside of the village, but it could spread natura, so let's just hope for that. Now, how do we get natura on here? This would give... okay. We could get dragon fruits. Let's do that. Oh yeah, aspects at natura. So if we had some of those aspects that could do the right thing, we could go and have natura. Okay. Could we upgrade that? Could make copper out of this. That would give us plenty of tech, so let's do that. Monsoon. And reaction aspect. I know I could also use the fertility boost of the forest giant, but I tend to then want other things as well going on, so that's why I usually try to use the monsoon. unless I really need to get this sorted quickly, or unless I really, for example, I have used the monsoon on the other side of the village, and I need to get it. I need to get something on this side boosted right away. Then I use the fertility boost, but other than that, I usually go with the monsoon because it allows me to work on the entire area here and aspect it up, as opposed to only one bit of it. Okay. Are you there yet? Almost. Are we there yet? Almost. We could actually try to boost up this one forest village here. Not this one, that's a swamp village. This one has a total prosperity of 169. And there we go with the swamp ambassador. Let's quickly get that one in. You can't do it, you could do it, you could do it, you could not do it. Okay, we actually have to give it to the forest giant, which kind of sucks, but I have to unlock it at some point. Also, what I'd like to do is yeah, we'll have to try and see what we can do about this. This place should actually reach 175. They still have a bit of prosperity to go. So if we wipe out everything else, we should be fine. Okay, it's 8 minutes away, but I believe it's good to start now. So you muck bomb this. Rock giant, you earthquake here. And you... well, we can actually just create an ocean here. You can't destroy anything, so that's out of the question. But yeah, let's do this in time, because I'm not sure how long we'll take to wander around and do random stuff. It feels a bit bad to do this, but I have to. Okay, lighthouse launch has started. It will probably fail. Oh, look at that. We have 2 lighthouses in the same ocean. That's an awful lot of them. And Castlewood has settled. Not here, and they won't settle here. They would also settle here. You have not oceaned this yet. Oh, you haven't oceaned it properly. I want an ocean here. And this is precisely why I wanted this to be... why I wanted to have time for that. Could you finally destroy the bloody village? The thing is, we have more nomads coming in, and I really want to go down to one place only. Okay, this place has been destroyed. This place will be destroyed soon too. Okay, this will get destroyed. Okay, Saint Manuel. Oh, that's those guys. Yeah, about that, I'd probably rather not have that. Oh, they actually... yeah, we would have needed to kill that. Yeah, this would be a very greedy village by the time we get there, because what I didn't realize was the thing here gave him so much wealth. This lighthouse. Yeah, that's not a good thing. Could you wipe those out as well? And can you earthquake again? Earthquake, please, quick. Okay, no more nomads here, so we need to raise a mountain over here. We need to leave this alive, and we need to oceanize this. There we go, that's my alarm. Where did a new place settle? Why would we have a new place to settle? Over here, of all places. Okay. Wipe them out. Rock Giant, what are you good at? Oh, you have to destroy the village first. Okay. Totally on a rampage here. Okay, we have 3 villages. 3. And those have 2 war markers. If they get another war going within the next few minutes, then we'll actually, if I let them go to war with this place. Now let's be on the safe side and just destroy those guys. Okay, you earthquake here. And then we'll just have to wait for those guys to reach whatever goal they need to. We'll actually reach this because they have a prosperity of 309. Oh wait, no, don't do that. Don't do that. We let the place be wiped out by, what's the, Saint Manuel. They have 3 war markers, and we'll just let them get another. Yeah, thank you for that. What did they complete? Oh, they want to build a shrine here. Yeah, not gonna happen, my friends. 3 minutes, so if you guys hurry up, you might actually make it to the war. Actually, forget about it. We'll just wipe him out. I don't want to do any risks here. So, Marvel Run has been destroyed. Does that count as a war victory? It does. Nice. Okay, so the greed of those people is going to stay where it's at right now. Can I finish that? No, because we would need at least 1 neighboring village for that. And let's face it, we won't leave any neighboring villages here. And now, look at that, I was about in time. Like 3 minutes left is not too much, but we at least did it, and I really didn't like this achievement. That's also why I wanted to have it out of the way. Because raising those villages and then wiping them out always feels wrong to me. On some deep level it feels wrong. And yeah, I just like to have this out of the way so I can now focus on just keeping everything growing until the very last bit. Because I believe this achievement also kind of undermines many others as well, like get an era with this and that prosperity at the end, and get an era with village with this, or get an era with 6 villages, for example, which all have a certain amount of prosperity. And those achievements are impossible with that one, so they kind of exclude each other. I don't like having those sorted out now. We left a pretty desolate world. I mean, look at that. Most of this is actually just gone. It's uninhabitable. I could actually just try to go with more greed and see if I get something for that. I believe there's an achievement if you have a very greedy villager at the end. So we could just put down sea bass and stuff here, but I don't think there's much of a point in that. And we could go to crank this village prosperity here up here, but I really don't want to. We'll just look at the tiny islands we've created. So this is essentially useless unless something really expands far. I'm not sure if villages can expand that far. So they would basically cross the ocean and then have a little outpost here, or just a little gatherer here, or even here. So I'm not sure where the limit is, basically. Yeah. Do I want to do anything else here? No, we'll just wait for that. It could be tempting to actually destroy those resource spots, but I don't think we'll get any other nomads. I'm not sure what happens if you wipe out your last village and you are far away from getting another nomad. I believe the game just ends there, but we'll not try that now. It would be a shame to go all that way and have at least those 3 achievements out of the way, actually. Because those guys have 200 prosperity. They have the 3 war markers. They have at least actually have 4. They are the only village left, and they are a forest village which has 300 and more prosperity. So we actually did something I didn't expect to happen. And now the giants are falling asleep. So the ocean giant... let's actually congregate them all here in the actual ocean. I don't know why, but I want my giants to sleep in the ocean. Right now. Actually, Swamp Giant, you could go onto that island. Forest Giant, you won't go anywhere. Look at that, this looks kind of destroyed. I'm not sure if it actually got destroyed or not. No, it looks like this. So I suppose it just looks like this because the little crane thing's missing. Okay, I believe the... no, the Ocean Giant is still alive. Well, alive. They are all alive, they're just asleep. 14 seconds until all of them will be sleeping. You actually go here. Now, sleep in this little thing here, this little valley. Yep, there we go. Okay, we got this, and we got this. So we have the Javelina. Transmitters from goats and armadillos. Okay, we have the boar. Now we can have boar. So now we can actually do something with the circus. They transmit from beavers and grey foxes. And we have created the Wiesent, which transmits from great beavers or great rabbits. So that's interesting. I didn't think you actually had to have great animals, but apparently you do. So Wiesents almost went extinct with only 54 left at some point. Currently there's a wide population of 1,800. The Wiesent is the largest European land mammal. I didn't know that actually. I knew there were some animals that were pretty endangered and that we almost wiped out until there were very few left. However, I'm not sure if such a small population would actually have been sustainable. Because you do have a genetic bottleneck and I'm not sure how well that works. Like in the long run, because you will eventually have a point where you, if you have such a very narrow pool of individuals that most of the population is then originating from, at some point they will all be very relatively closely related to each other. So you basically end up with forcing them to inbreed because there are just no other possible mates. Anyway, we didn't get this for some reason. No, actually no, I think we had this in the last era. So we had 3 more achievements. We'll finish the game here. And next time, look at that, we actually have all the achievements in this 1-star area. So now we can focus on the 2 stars, where we actually have some things sorted out already. This is also our current level, so we can't do anything from those here. Look at that, we could do nuclear energy. Anyway. It was fun to play Reus again. Reus, whatever. Next time, we might actually do a 2-hour episode. And it's something I both look forward to and somewhat dread, because 2 hours of the same game is an awfully long time. It really is awfully long, and I might actually have to save somewhere in the middle of that, because I'm not sure if I can play it that long. And the 2-hour game is... I think it's something I rarely ever finish in one session. Even if I play off camera, or when I played off camera, which it has been a while ago, I liked the 30-minute game. That's really something you don't pause unless you really have something urgent coming up. 30 minutes is a good game session. 1 hour is also possible. I found myself, especially after I started playing Reus, I loved the game and I still love it, but I found myself having no problem doing 1 or 2 1-hour sessions in a run, but 2 hours is just very long, and I believe that's because you don't need that much time for the achievements themselves. They're actually pretty easy to finish, and once you get to the ambassadors, once you have those ambassadors and once you have those unlocks ready, you can actually really easily finish most of the projects in very little time. And on the one hand, it's pretty cool because you can really see how your villages develop, and you can really get them to grow big and get them to level 3 projects, and then you can wipe them out and have them do new level 3 projects. Or I believe, yeah, it's level 3 or level 4. I don't know what's the top of the era yet, or the top of the projects. I believe level 3 is pretty much is very high, so yeah, it's fine. Anyway, next time we'll probably go with a 2-hour game. And actually, yeah, we have 3 games now, 3 1-hour games. So yeah, next time it's a 2-hour game, and then another 2 of those. So yeah, as I said, we're probably going to get a lot done in those, because you really have those. If you have a lot of time, you can get 300 prosperity without problems. You just have to make the village survive, which is a bit difficult. You can't even get this, because in 2 hours a village can go to war a lot of times, and sometimes you just have that because the village has been defending from the surrounding places. I've had that too, when a village was not being greedy at all, but they were being attacked by everyone, and they just kept beating them because they were lucky and better, and I think because the giants helped at some point. So yeah, they had 6 warmongers. That's actually possible in 2 hours. Those as well, 1,200. That's not a big deal with 2 hours of time. Yeah, those village things. This is actually pretty difficult. 6 villages which all have at least 150 village prosperity. It's kind of the opposite of this one here. This one, the chosen people one. And I find this a lot more difficult, because it's hard to divide the planet that well. Although it's also quite certainly possible to do it. What else? Fantastic era, yeah, you can actually knock those out in one go. If you're lucky with the project, and if they don't demand things that you can't produce it, if they don't need resources you just can't give them yet. That's also one of the big downers in those long games, if you just realize that you have something you can't make, and they need something that could give them, like the lighthouse, for example. There's also a lighthouse, I believe, that gives you bonuses for like whales and anglerfish or something. And if you can't make those, because those are pretty difficult to produce. You can actually see them here. So the anglerfish is locked, and I have no idea how you get it. So that's something you really need to work on, and something that's just difficult to do. And if you don't have that, then you can't really get this project done, and that kind of sucks, because I believe it's one of the fishing villages, so you have to have a lot of water, which means you don't have a lot of other things you can place in those villages except fish. And if you can't level those fish to, if you can't transmute them to whatever you need for that one project they want to build, you're screwed. Anyway, I should probably remember this one here. Sea basses and parrotfishes. Yeah, so next time we'll do a longer game, and I'll cut the video now and start uploading. So I'll see you all then. Bye.